What's your favourite movie?
Oh dear. Oh man. Man, you should have
Should have prepped
prepped
you.
me on this one. I can't say because I don't watch enough of them, and I don't.
All right.
But I tell you what my kids would say.
Yeah.
If you ask my daughter what's his favorite movie, she would say The Incredibles.
Ah.
Because I like the cartoon. I like that film.
Okay.
I don't think that's my favorite movie, but she thinks that's my
Okay, The Incredibles, very good. And the easy one,
Okay.
your favourite sport?
American football.
Oh, that's not what I thought you were going to say.
You thought I was going to say basketball.
Why would I think you were going to say basketball?
Because I coach basketball.
Yeah.
To play, right, I probably know basketball better than I know American football, right?
Yeah.
But I just love hitting people. It was fun. It was legalized hitting. You could hit people. You could bam,
And who's your team now?
The Rams.
Ah, the LA Rams.
Yeah.
Very
That's
good.
my favorite team.
And that's because you grew up in near
Angeles.
the area of, was it
I
actually in Los Angeles
I
itself?
actually, for a while, I lived in Los Angeles, but we lived in the Los Angeles area. I live in a place called Carson, California, which is near Long Beach. You
Yeah.
go to Long Beach, North Long Beach, make a left, and you're in Carson.
Okay.
In fact, you know where David Beckham used to play football in soccer in California?
Yeah.
The stadium is in walking distance from my parents' house.
Ah, well, everything connects to David Beckham
Yeah.
somehow. So. For us, 2020 has been, a hugely unusual year. You, I think, at least I've been told, you're the longest serving pastor in Croydon.
Pretty much, I think so.
So how many years have you been in Croydon?
I've been in ministry for 40 years.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't pastoring all that time.
Yeah.
I became a pastor in 1990, I think, 19 something like that. But I came here, started working in 1980. The world is going crazy. It's been going crazy for a long time. I will say this much. Back in 2014, right, God really spoke to me, and I'm being real careful because people act like prophet this and that, and I'm not in any way suggesting that, but he said to me that I got a real impression that in 2 years' time something different was going to happen. And then the next year, 2015, I told everybody in 2014, 2015, I said, yeah, I think so. 6 months before, I had the same impression. And then 2016 came, and at first, nothing happened. And then there were three major things happened. Brexit happened. Donald Trump was elected that year, and I got prostate cancer that year. And that was the beginning of all kind of change. And I'm doing fine, right? You wouldn't know I had anything or whatever. But everything has shifted. Everything has changed. And it's just gone from one to the next and that. And I just have a strong belief that God is in it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I know you've been, we're in the Croydon church pastors group together, and you've been just so helpful in giving that perspective, like this is what the Lord's doing. And we'll talk about that a little bit later, if that's all right.
Okay,
yeah. For me, I'm quite new still as a pastor. And I just always have so much respect for people who are still, like, as far as I can see, you love Jesus, you're enthusiastic about what he's asking you to do 40 years after you first really gave everything to do it. And so how do you keep that enthusiasm for Jesus going? What?
I don't think it's anything to do with me, to be honest. I just think that that's what God did when he did it in increments. You know what I mean. I'd love to tell you that I had a lightning bolt experience with wham, and I did have several of those. But he kind of tells you to do this, and and then you do that. And before you know it, you're over here.
Right.
If he had told me at the beginning I was over here, I never would have gone. Right. So I really think that it's all to do with your relationship. If you spend time with him, if you draw near to him, he talks to you, and he's good. He really is good. It's a cliche, but it's not a cliche because it's true. You can't outgive him. You can't outdo him. And the longer you serve him, the more you see it. And then once you start to see it, you go, boy, I'd be stupid to not do this anymore. You know what I mean? And in particular, if you really see who it is, it forces you to humble yourself because you know that you can't do anything without him. And the more humble you are, the more energy he gives you.